You hear that? It's 326, 325, 326. They do that at the same time every single night. Every night they do that. Same time. Every night. Same exact time, about this time. That's how I know what time it is. Because you can set your clock to it. They do it every time. Every fucking time. Watch. Ain't no crimes, they just do that. They just do it every night. What I've noticed about everything that's going on with me is that everything has been timed and scheduled. Like when I say they do everything on a schedule and on a time, I mean they do everything. Like with the police sirens, they have a time where they do that. 3:25 every morning. Just 3 o'clock every morning, every single morning. I can see if it's once in a while, but every single morning is 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Every single morning. When you see when you go back to the video of the officer giving me a ticket, that ticket came on the same day, the anniversary of the same day that I got my butt whooped, at the same exact time. Everything is on, for them, everything is on a time schedule. Everything is on a time schedule. So it's like, I have to deal with them and all this stuff that they're doing. And what I notice is everything that they do mimics PTSD to the T. And I'm going to show you. Keep watching. Really read that list. And I can tell you from just what's been going on with me, that everything that's been done to me checks off on that list. Checks off to the T on that list. You know, when I first came home, when I tell you they've been on the schedule, they started all of this stuff as soon as I came home, right? And a year after I came home, that's when I end up in the hospital. Because, a year after I got out of the military, that's when I end up in the hospital. If you look at the DSM-5, they say it takes up to a year for you to start seeing symptoms of PTSD. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to my records with the VA, they've been, like, all of this stuff that you see going on that I'm showing you, it's been going on since I came home. It's been nonstop. And something else that they do is, I have people around me all the time. Like, when I tell you it's always people around me, it's always people around me. I don't know these people. They know me, but I don't know them. And I'm just going to explain to you what happened this morning. So I go to the gym Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, right? And I go there to work out. Well, every time I go there, these guys are always there. Now, I've been going to this gym pretty much since I came home. But, you know, most recently, within the last year or two, there's some guys who've been coming in the gym. Like, most of the time when I go in, I'm by myself. But these guys have been coming in the gym regularly the same time I go in. And today, in the last few days that I've been going to the gym, these guys have been starting conversations with me. And these conversations have been about, you know, God and politics, stuff I don't even talk about really. But one of the guys, what he did today was, he was like, you always want to argue. You always want to argue. And I'm like, I'm here working out. Like, I don't want to argue with you. I'm literally just here working out. But when he said that, that is something that a few people have said, but more particularly, that's something that my family has said, and that's something that the judges have said. So it's like, I know what's going on. I know that the judges, because you gotta think about this. Think about me suing the judges, and what does that bring to them? You know what I mean? Like, in their minds, they have to follow me. They have to send people after me. Like, and these guys, I want to say that they probably private investigators, but two, I want to say that some of them are just homeless guys. And what happens is, you got the police and the judges. They are connected to the homeless people, and they connected to what they call CIs. They call them confidential informants, but also CI can stand for what is it? Confidential informant and counterintelligence, and something else I can't remember right now. But a lot of times, the courts use, and judges use, and lawyers use private investigators, confidential informants, and they do this whole counterintelligence thing to where they're trying to get information. So with all that being said, just look at the situation that I'm in, and then just follow the crumbs. Follow the crumbs that they leaving. I'm not even leaving crumbs. Follow the crumbs that they leaving. And like I said, like, a lot of times, and they also watching my post on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And I don't know whether they think I know it or not, but yeah, I know they watching my post. And a lot of times what happens is, when I post something, right after I post it, somebody on the streets will come to me about something I posted online. And it's like, I just look at them like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, it doesn't make sense. But you can't tell delusional people that what they're doing don't make sense, because it just don't make sense. Like, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. So what I've decided to do is just let everybody do whatever it is they do. Because at the end of the day, you can't stop crazy people from being crazy. You know what I mean? You just can't. There's no stopping crazy people from being crazy. So I let them be crazy. At the end of the day, they're not going to get the results that they desire. You're not going to drive me crazy. You're not going to... It doesn't do anything to me, because I'm just looking at you like, okay, whatever you say. You know what I mean? I know how to fall back. But, it's like one of those things. I read a lot of books. I told you I read a lot of books. And it's one of those things that I read about when people do a blackballing and an ostracize. Meaning, these people, they blackballed me from my life. And it's like they continue to do things to, I don't know what they're doing. But those type of things are mostly done with fraternities, like the Masons and these college fraternities. It's always done with that. And I know that's the case, because judges and all these people are connected to fraternities. So it's like, do what you do. I don't have nothing to do with it. I'm just living life, man. That's it. You know what I mean? And it's also, before I forget, it's the Masons, but it's also the church. Because, if you know me, if you know anything about me, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Muslim. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in none of that stuff. And I'm open about it. But I'm also a black man. So being a black man, we are expected to believe in God. And what I've noticed is a lot of, particularly black Christians, they hate it when black people say we don't believe in God. So even with the guy, when I was talking to him in the gym, he was like, he kept bringing up God. And I'm like, all right, whatever, man. I ended up having to tell him, I just came here to work out. Just leave me alone. Like, I don't want to talk about God. I don't believe in it. So please just leave me alone. Let me work out. But, that it is what it is. I don't know what to tell nobody. It's just, these people are crazy. They have psychological problems that only they could fix. And when they get their psychological problems fixed, that's when it'll be a big difference. But until then, that's why you see my license is revoked. I'm homeless. I'm this. I'm that. But you know what I do? Whatever. It's your world. I'm just here. That's all I gotta say. I'm just here. You know what I mean? I still enjoy life. I still do what I do. Deuces.